All right, let's do our very first burn in on the old country barbecue pit Pecos model. This is it. Time to do the burn in. Got our chimney full of our charcoal ready and waiting on us. And right now, all we're doing is coming in, burning off the manufacturer's oil and anything else that was left on, any chemicals. Just burn it in real quick one time. Then we're gonna follow up with the seasoning. It's getting pretty late, so I doubt I'm gonna do the seasoning tonight. Cause I think I want to let it cool down a good bit first before I spray it and relight it. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get this thing burned in. Of course, I don't have any of my typical fire starters from my chimney. I am not used to this, never used it, don't even remember buying it. So anyway, better figure this thing out, see if it works, get the chimney started, and hey, get this thing rolling. Listen, these things suck. Well, I shouldn't say they suck, but the directions on how to use them, supposed to swipe them on the back of the box to get them to light, didn't work. Ended up having to use my lighter. So FYI, you're in the pinch and you see these in the store, they're probably not the best way. Well, they're not easy to get lit, let me say that. But I think that it's got a pretty good burn to it, so I'm gonna go ahead and set it up under my chimney. Hopefully it continues to burn and gets everything lit for me. It appears as though the fire starter, whatever the thing is called, is getting the job done. It's working. All right, so now that our chimney is fully lit, I'm gonna go ahead, move it right over here. Well, yeah, I'll set it right there. And that's kind of what's left over from that little match thing that I used. I was gonna grab the grate. Dump that there. Grab my coals. Go ahead. Get the rack put back in. Close her up. Got my top vent wide open. I'm gonna leave everything wide open. Well, I'll close the door. I'll close it. I'm gonna leave my vent wide open on it. Let that thing get to around 350 to 400 degrees. So right now it's not even registering yet. So we'll give it a little bit and check back on it. All right, it's been about 5 minutes, I guess now. It's running at about, what, 175. I'll give it another 5 minutes. If it doesn't get to about at least 300 by then, I think I'll throw maybe a wood chunk or two in. But I am noticing that there is some leakage on my firebox. I'm not seeing anything crazy right now. It's actually kind of intermittent when I'm even seeing the smoke. So I'm not really sure how bad it is. Again, I just have coals in there, no wood. So I'm sure a fresh split of wood in there might, produce a little bit more smoke and show me exactly where I'm leaking at. So I'm not gonna make any calls based off of the burn in quite yet. So it's been about 10 minutes now, and I'm still not quite at 200 degrees. So I think because of the size of the firebox and the chamber, I need a little bit more than one whole chimney. I'm coming from a Charred Griller Outlaw offset, so bear with me. I'm not quite used to anything this size. So throw a little bit of wood in there and see if that spikes my temp to about, like I said, 350, 400 degrees. Like I said, keeping the vent wide open to produce as much heat as I can initially, and then I'll adjust it from there if I need to. Say I exceed 400 degrees. So I think I want to stay between 350, 400. So in the meantime, I'll keep it wide open, see what my max temp is, and then I'll adjust from there. So after adding that wood, I'm definitely seeing a lot more leaks of smoke, kind of like I suspected. Once I put a little bit more wood in, I'll be able to identify where my leaks are. So definitely around the top. Right here on the right side. The bottom is sealed pretty well. Let me get back around here on the left side. You have some leaks as well. So again, I probably already have the gasket, so I'll probably end up going ahead and sealing it off after I get it seasoned in. But the smoke box, from being honest, okay, I'm seeing a little bit up here in the corner is leaking from there, so we'll get that taken care of. But the rest of the smoke box looks pretty fine. I think the smoke that I'm seeing near the front right now is coming from the vent. So yeah, so smoke box not bad. Chamber isn't bad either, but again, the top right, all across the back, and the I guess whole left side needs to be sealed off. So we'll do that. If we need to do the whole thing, I mean including the bottom too, we'll do that also. So I'll make a video for that as well. But in the meantime, this is how we're rolling. I added the more wood. We're climbing. It's only been maybe 3 minutes, so get a little bit longer, but we're a little over 225. And again, I'm coming from a char grill outlaw, so this much wood would have that thing running maybe 450 right now. So I'm getting used to it. So it's a learning curve at the moment. And maybe a teaching video for somebody else as well. But yep, that's the coal. That's the mesquite wood that I added here. Maybe like I said, 4 minutes ago now. So total overall, I think it's been running about 15 minutes with the coal and with the wood. Like I said, it's about at 225 now. So yeah, might end up adding a little bit more wood. But I'll give it maybe 5 more minutes to let the steel heat up and let the wood continue to burn a little bit before I decide to add some more wood. So it's been 10 more minutes since we added our last amount of wood. We're again barely even at 300. Now, I do know that these aren't the best thermostats, and that they're probably off by maybe plus or minus 25 degrees. So I know at the best, I'm still probably only at 300, 325. I'm trying to get 350. So I'm gonna add another, probably same amount of wood that I just did. This is another box of mesquite I had. Has some bigger pieces in it. Oh man, this fire is hot. Whew. I got a feeling this thing right here needs a lot to really get started. But once you get it up to temp, it'll roll along. So I think that should do it. All right, so it's been a couple days since I did the actual burn-in on the smoker. But as you can see, the door to the firebox, all the manufacturing oil is gone, as well as the door to the inside the cook chamber, as well as the inside. All that stuff is gone, so we did our job with the burn-in.